ready for this? Okay, guys, good morning. Can you hear me loud and clear? Are you ready? All right, it's the internet world. We're doing Zoom right now, so you cannot really make noise, right? But can you wave, right? Okay, or give a thumbs up. Okay, are you ready for this morning? Yay! Thank you, guys. Good morning. Come on, guys. Everybody key good morning into the group chat right now, right? Okay, let's key good morning, right? So you can know where to find the information that you need to know how to join us, okay? All right, good morning. All right, I know that we are just 52 minutes away from the noon time, but it's still morning. So we will say good morning to all of you. Okay, all right. Now, how many we have today? Well, 100 already. That's a very cool number because we have about 120 people who sign up, all right, for this session. Okay, about 120 people. And to hit 100 now is pretty good. Okay. All right. Good morning to all of you. Okay. All right. Now, before we even start the this whole event, okay, just kind of take note. Okay, this is actually a TWB system. Okay, primary is a TWB system preview and market outlook. Okay, so how many of you are here because of the market outlook only? You're not interested in the TWB system? Please key the word me right now, M-E. Yes, if you are here only for the market outlook, just key me right now. It's not a booby trap. It's not a trick question. I just want you to be honest. Key the word me right now. I won't remove you. Don't worry. I won't remove you. Okay. Me, existing TWB member. Lionel, me. Okay. All right. It's okay. So you guys are pretty more cautious. Okay, don't worry. Regardless, you're here for the TWB system or you're here because you are looking for the market outlook or here for both things, I welcome both. Okay, all of you. All right, now we're going to start the preview, okay, in a very short time, in just less than 30 seconds, but I just need some basic housekeeping. 3 things. Number 1, you can ask questions during the entire session. Now this session will start from now 11:10 a.m. all the way till 1 p.m. Okay, so you'll be across your lunch time. So if you have any appointment with your friends or family members, just kindly tell them, say that you'll be a bit late today. Okay, now number 2. Now there'll be 2 persons they'll be interacting a lot over the group chat. That will be Kyle, K-Y-L-E, Kyle, and of course Susan with SN, okay, as our initials. They will be telling you exactly how to make payment to us if you want to join the TWB family. And I can tell you this upfront, guys, you should really join us as early as Monday, because I believe that from Monday onwards, the market will be very interesting, especially after you hear what I shared today. Number 3, all right, the last part of the whole session is a lucky draw. Yes, we still will have a lucky draw. Every event we have a lucky draw, right? So we're gonna have a lucky draw only at the last part of the event. But the condition is that when the name is being finalized, you must key the word "I am the winner." You must key the word "I am the winner." Then we know that you're still with us. So which means that if, let's say, by the time of lucky draw, you are not around already, then we will go to the next person, okay? All right, very clear? If everybody clear, please key the word "clear" right now onto the group chat. Come on, man. C-L-E-A-R, okay? Clear, clear, clear. Come on, guys, let's have some clear. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, all right. Okay, let me just get myself ready. Okay, all right. Okay, so of course, if anybody naughty boy, naughty girl, then of course Carl and Susan will remove you. Okay, that's how it works here. Okay, all right, we have 110 people now. Fantastic, man, you guys are great. Okay, now further ado, let's start our this preview. So it's the morning MAO. So sorry about that. Okay, let's go. Let me just get myself all set and ready. Okay, all right. Now the thing is this, I hope everybody here is above 21 years old, because I don't want you to get you must be clear-minded to know what to share later today. All right. Now the information is not that scary, but definitely it contains some part that you may find it very disturbing. Okay, so I will want you to understand this. Okay, all right. Let me put the volume all up properly first. Okay, now how many of you are basically bullish right now? How many of you are bearish right now? Come on, give me your answer. Key bullish or bearish? I don't want in between. I just want, are you bullish or are you bearish? That's all. Okay, I want to just see the consensus right now. And of course, everybody here can see the consensus to see what is the current condition of everybody. Wow, we have very clear bullish overall. There are some bears now coming up, okay? And well, we are still more bull than bear. Okay, all right. So you can see the majority of us are mostly bullish, right? Richard Yo says that bearish is coming. Oh, okay. All right. So majority, about 65% of you are bullish, about 35% of you are bearish. Okay, so we can see that this is the consensus we get from 110 people. Okay, good. Now with that, it's easy to explain what may be happening in the coming months. Okay, now first of all, before we start this morning, we need you to do a disclaimer first. So everybody now, please key the word disclaimer right now into the group chat. I need, how many of you guys have 113 of you? Oh, almost full already. Oh my God. Okay, there's 113 of you. I need to hit at least 80 disclaimer. That means key the word disclaimer right now. I must see at least 80. If no 80, we will not continue. All right, because I don't want you to be misrepresenting what I say later and then after that create a havoc for yourself. Okay, and of course, if you're watching this with your family members, do understand this. Don't go and tell them, don't pressure them, don't scare them. Okay, we're just here for information passing. Okay, end of the day, you make your own final decision. We are not here to be liable for your winnings nor your losses, and definitely I am not able to know what's your current financial condition, because I scared that later on you hear what I say, then Monday itself you go all in the market, you get hit. Oh my God. Okay, so I don't want you to do all this. I want you to be level-minded, mature enough to understand this. So I got 62 people now. Disclaimer already, I don't hit 80, I won't continue. All right, now if you are driving, don't do that. If you are taking care of your kids, don't do that. If you are basically not able to do it, you're walking on the street right now, also don't do that. Okay, now the beauty of Zoom is that right, you can actually you can basically had it at the background voice and then just let it turn on and listen. But I think you should be watching this on a computer because there'll be so many charts that I'll be showing you, and you really may want to really consider to screenshot some of the content. But FYI, majority of the content actually belongs to someone else. So which means that if you actually take down my PowerPoint presentation and then you give it around, right, you may be infringing some rights, some copyright issues. So be very careful, right? So I also want to tell you that, please be very careful on this. Okay, we're 69 people, right? Still not having 80. We have about 118 people right now. And I only have 70 disclaimer. Wow, so difficult to write disclaimer. Okay, if you're not going to write disclaimer, I'm not going to start. Anyway, it's your call, not mine. Okay, because I need to protect myself because there's so many great stuff going to share today, and I need to protect myself. Okay, so we're 78, 79, and 80. Okay lah. Since you got 80 of you guys, then I will do and continue. Okay, thank you. I need that. Thank you so much. Okay, by the way, when we do Zoom, we have actually all the what do you call, transcript are all taken down. So which means that we can know exactly how many people put a disclaimer. Okay, thank you. All right, let's begin. Now, the thing is this, first of all, I don't want you to waste your time, okay? If you really think that, Kel, you are a great speaker, I just want to just come in and be with you from Monday onwards, right? Then this is the thing now. My price is going at 1,688. Okay, you should know now Singapore, most of the trainers are charging about $3,000 to even $6,000, and US almost some of them. You just have to make sure you take note of this number, 88685030. A lady, Susan, will contact you, okay, or a guy by the name of Richard will contact you. Okay, so either Susan or this guy, Richard, contacting you, okay? But there's only one place that you basically send the SMS to, and that will be Susan's handphone number, 88685030, and you need to text her TWB before 1 p.m., before this session is over, to lock down your price at 1,588. Down the price 1,688, right? So if you text her TWB before 1 p.m., before the session is over, you will get a $100 discount. Now, of course, the thing is this, okay? Why do you need to make a decision by today? Why? Because I can tell you this, on Monday morning, all my students, if you're here, right? If you're here, just say, yes, I'm here, right? Put a yes, Y-E-S. If you are my student right now, key the word Y-E-S. Let people know how many students do I invite for my event. Okay, I'm probably going to get 100. Okay, now the thing is this, many trainers don't dare to get their student to come back for preview because they scared gonna whack. All right, for me, I'm pretty open with this. Now, there's a reason why I'll tell you this, because, right, when I was just doing this PowerPoint early this morning, because I want to get the best deal, right, I realized something that I saw in the chart, which almost replicate exactly what happened in 1987. I'm not kidding you. I'm not trying to scare you, but it was such a stunner. I saw the chart, my hair almost freaked. All right, it's something very, almost identical. Right, almost identical to 1987. So I cannot deny this, all right? I want to share this only on Monday morning MAO, right? And of course, the only way to basically, watch me to get the details, right, is to become my student. There's the only way to access to this by Monday morning, okay? All right, so all clear on this? Okay, cool. Thank you. Wow, so many of us are here. Okay, all right. Do note once again, there will be 3 very lucky winners. Can you see your name somewhere around here? These are the latest update. I got 120 people who registered, so your name should be somewhere around here. Right, can you see your name? Right, I think I see Nakulan. I can see, I don't know what's this number. Is it NRIC number? Okay, all right. Okay, so I basically get from the names and it's all here itself, okay? So later on, during the last part, I will do this spinning of this lucky draw. That means that you will obtain 8.8 ADA coin. I wish you all the best. And of course, you get $200 discount, meaning you only pay 1,388 if, let's say, you want to join us. Now, is it transferable? Yes. For students of mine, if you happen to be lucky winner, don't worry, it's still given to you the 8.8 coin, but you can transfer this discount to someone else. Okay? You can transfer it to someone else. No problem. Okay. Now, FYI, my course fee will increase to 2,888 by 1st of August. I repeat, by 1st of August, my course fee will increase to 2,888. So if you want to basically come in early, right, then come in now. You don't want to wait further already, because some people did procrastinate last year, and about the price was only like $688, and now they say it's $1,008, so expensive. Then they will be shocked to know that there'll be higher price in coming few weeks time. All right. So can we have that mentioned again, Carl? Can you key in that the price will change by 1st of August to 2,888. Of course, you may say, Cal, any difference there? Well, of course, at 2,888, we give you more stuff lah. But you ask me a value for money, right? I believe lah, in my opinion, 1,688 makes more sense. Okay, but of course, 2,888, you get a lot more stuffs. Okay, a lot more. So you know, it's money versus stuff. So it depends on how you see it right now. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I must introduce myself first, okay? I just want to tell you, my name is Kelvin Han, all right? I'm 41 this year. I started trading at 20-year-old. I created my own system, and basically now I'm leading 550 students online right now, okay? This is me previously back about probably 15 years ago, okay? That's me. All right, pretty simple as that. Karen, you don't see your name on the wheel, lah. Okay, never mind, because I said we took this name list exactly at the what they call at the 10:45 mark. If you just came in moments ago, then maybe your name's not there, but I remember you. I'll put your name inside there, Karen Sim. Okay, I remember you. You remind me if you are all the way staying on until the last part, okay? Okay, all right. Then what happened is that for me, I started my Trade with the Boys Facebook page since 2016, right? So from 2016 till today, 5 years already. On 12th of December will be my 5th year. And of course, at the moment now, my Trade with the Boys, we have about 88,000 people. So you think about this for 5 years already, I mean, this circuit, and you know, if people don't like what I share, they will have exited from our follower page, right? So of course, now we have still about 88,000. At time when I do this was 89, so about now 88, so 1,000 left, okay? I'm not gonna be hiding this, I'm just informing you. All right, so at the moment now, I started with my first intake for 25 students. By today now, my 11 intake, because we stopped the number already. Actually, we have 11, 12, 13, 15 intake, but we decided to stop at 11. So the last number for all my intake is intake number 11. All right, but because this is to inform you guys that intake 11 is all e-learning, which means that I don't really physically teach. But this time round, because COVID seemingly is coming down, so which means that I am coming back to do physical coaching in person. Yes, that means right, we are going to have 12 intake coming in, 12. So 11 is all the people who do the e-learning portal. Now from the 12th intake, which is this coming one, I will be doing this personal. Now, if people, all my students, if you want to come back for revision, as long as the place can accommodate, we will try to do that, okay? All right, so that is just to let you know. So in case you want to find me, I'm very easily accessible. My name is Kelvin Han, okay? I'm not a Hainanese, I'm a Hokkien, by the way. I'm a father of 2 very great kids. I coach easily 16,000 students. Probably one of the guys who coach more students and most trainers, all right? Probably. So I'll be your host, your mentor, and your friend today. All right, you can search me on Facebook. I love movies. That's why you can see my Facebook, lots of movies. But my friends, very simple. I only accept people who are my students or my relatives. Yeah. So other than that, I won't accept. Yeah, I'm very straightforward. Okay. Unless you must be a friend. Okay. Very associates. Then if not, family members. That's it. I will not accept the rest. Okay. All right. Now, of course, you can find me on tradewiththeboys.com or Trade with the Boys Facebook page. Okay. See, we got about 88,000 people following us. Okay. That's the numbers. And of course, I have my big good brother, Yao Tong, right, who joined us as a TWB alumni. He basically is one of our spokesperson too. Just to let you know a little bit in here. And of course, my treasure. Every day I will do my morning MAO. MAO stands for Market Analysis and Outlook. Every day I do it, but this video will only be uploaded about 3 to 5 days later. All right, so if you want to wait for 5 days later, then you can wait. But this is how I do our channel. So you can see that every day I will do 1 to 2 sessions and to update you guys the latest market information. Okay. All right. Now the thing is this, because we don't leave people behind, right? We leave no one behind. So how many of you love to be left behind, by the way? Anyone here love to be left behind? I don't think so, right? So, right, think about this. For those who are in my era, okay, I want to ask you a question. There's this particular movie that someone got left behind at home. Who was that? A particular movie during my era, okay, when I'm a little boy, okay, which guy was left behind? Which guy? Home Alone, correct, but who's the guy? This morning, right, I'm doing this PowerPoint, and after that, obviously, sometimes one of my students, Anna, came in, also text about this particular person's name. It just basically tells me that, hey, you know what, sometimes things come in a very interesting way. Not me, okay. Not me? Who's that? You forgot his name. Anyone remember the name? It's Home Alone, you're right, but who's the Kevin. Okay, but of course, McCullough is his name, but the actor name in the movie is Kevin. Okay, and I'm Kelvin. Okay, all right. Why do I bring it there? Okay, I'll talk to you about this Kevin in a short while time, but we must take note of last night, the Dow Jones up by 440 points. I tell you, one student has made nearly 400,000 US dollars in one single day. Yesterday, one student has made 400,000 US dollars in one single day. Oh my God. Okay, I cannot reveal the person's name, all right? FYI, just for my own student, it's not mTrader this time, okay? mTrader recently very busy, cannot find her, okay? But this student this morning texted me, I almost fainted. So I'll talk about this particular trade later on how he did it with the TWB system, okay? I think I reviewed the identity already in a way, it's a he, by the way. Okay, so what happened, right? So yesterday, the Dow Jones went up. Now, the day before, we saw the Dow Jones down by almost 500 points, right? But it recovered to 250 points. So during yesterday's MAO, I will tell you guys the Dow likely will recover. And truth be told, it really did that. So the Dow Jones up by 448 points yesterday. And it's basically the 6th week of gain in 7. And of course, basically now there are some questions being asked. The day before we saw the market coming down, right? But now why the market going up again? So that's why Tom Lee, the hedge fund guy from FundStrat, he already said July will be choppy. So when it comes to my students, I always do morning MAO, right? So I'll tell you what's the latest update, who is seeing what and stuff like that. So of course my student will know that yesterday I did mention that the Dow, if it basically stays above opening price, the Dow will go up. So Tom Lee says that now the S&P may still fall to 4,100, but the thing is this S&P now is at 4,370. So I just don't understand how can it go to this level, but of course, if you listen to me further, maybe you can get some idea. But he still says that, right, after that, after July, the market will be up. So take note of that, okay, from FundStrat Head of Research, Tom Lee, okay, famous guy. Now, why is the market so bullish, right? Of course, look at it. Look at it. Look at the amount of money that came in 2021. This is from Goldman Sachs. Now, I always use the best of the best research for all of you. Now, Goldman Sachs basically came in with research that to inform us, all right, global equity, okay, have locked in as much as $517 billion worth of inflow in first half of the year. It is the largest inflow on record. Largest. That's why you have now the S&P now has the best first half of the year since 1997. Best one ever in percentage gain. So that is where money is really coming in, $500 billion. And global equity was even incredible. Global equity, $1.03 trillion. Oh my goodness. Okay, so much money came in, right? That's why the stock market goes up. I totally agree with you. There's nothing wrong about that. The only one question that I want to throw you now is, for every transaction, there's always this thing called buyer-seller, right? So we also know that Jerome Powell, the current Federal Reserve, has also pumped in as much as $2 to $3 trillion into the financial market / AKA USA. Now, the question I have for all of you is, okay, with this type of money, influx of money from everywhere, from the funds, from the Federal Reserve, okay, the stock market goes up, we understand. The question is this, who's selling? The question is this, who is selling? Now, of course, you may say, no, maybe the buyer turns seller, seller turns buyer again, so there's no more sellers. I totally agree with you, but the question is this, is that correct? Now, there's half truth on it, there's half false on it. because still there will be people who don't continue buying. So the question is, who are these sellers? But nonetheless, you must understand now, it is full of buyers. So the question is this, will this continue? It likely will. Listen to me, I said likely will. And don't forget, I'm recording this, so it's impossible for you guys to, say that I said something different. Huh? How come 136? Where you get so many people come from? Okay. All right. Now, this is the latest, okay? This is the latest. This morning, I pluck up for you the latest smart money inflow. Yes. Now, recently, during my MAO, I did talk about this funds inflow. Basically, right, the funds were all exiting. Apparently, there was some outflow recently, all right, from May to June. And of course, what happened, you can see the market was going up initially. Then after that, the market came off, right? So it's going in line with the outflows, okay? Now, at that time, right, that was where I stopped talking. I mean, I just show you under here because that was what I have, right? But today, when I update this smart money flow index, right, I realized that the chart go up already. Now, if I would like to lie to you, I would not have shown you this. If I want to show you my stand about why I see trouble in the market, right, I will basically, put this aside. But my conscience tell me cannot do that. I must tell you the truth. So that's why I give you the latest update. Now, you can see that the smart money flow index is actually creeping up, right? You can see that it went up. The only thing that is interesting at the same time is the stock market actually come down. That is something that I didn't expect. Because we can see in general perspective, whenever the smart money is going up, right, the stock market also go up. When the smart money is coming off, right, the stock market also come down. So why is it something like that? Is it just transitory, or is it just temporary, or this is something that's tell us? So that's why I want you guys to really, really consider to join us this weekend. Because by Monday morning, right, I will talk a lot more on this particular chart on Monday MAO. I tell you this, that will make your hair rise up a few mm. I tell you that. Very scary stuff. Okay, so I will leave it to you. Remember this, on coming weekend, sign on, join us, so that Monday, this coming Monday, you can join us on the MAO secret charts. I will tell you, this chart is so powerful that you really need to know. It will really help you a lot. All right. So students of mine, you don't worry. You're entitled to it. All the public members, consider. Okay. All right. Now, this is from Goldman Sachs. I repeat, this is from Goldman Sachs. Okay. Goldman Sachs. Let me ask a question in case some of you doesn't know about Goldman Sachs. How many of you, if you have a rating of 10, 0 means cannot be trusted. 10 must trust, die must trust. Based on Goldman Sachs' incredible history over the last 30 years, what do you think will be the rating on Goldman Sachs? 0 cannot be trusted. 10 must trust. What do you think? Please key your answer right now. Let me see it. Okay, I can guarantee you no trainers in the world does this, but I'm going to just want you guys to key your own answer. Okay, we have, oh my goodness. Hey, you guys are very bad. No, you guys put me in a very bad shape. Why got so many 0? Hey, 0 to 10. You can put any number from 0 to 10. Not must be 0 only. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my God. That's right. I think I will never vote for Goldman Sachs. Okay, 5. Okay, some 5 right now. 4. Women 3. Kelsa 0.1. So funny. Okay. Wow. Why you got so many 5? Hey, Goldman Sachs, all don't trust. Why you guys are terrible? Oh, only Anthony 6. Okay. Wow. Cynthia 8. Yeah. See, Cynthia so positive. You guys are totally jalan y'all. Okay, anyway, let's just take a look. Now, this is from Goldman Sachs Research Department, okay, not from me. So they're telling you that now we are here. We are here. And take note, there's difference between these two charts. They are saying that we are going to enter the best 2-week seasonal period of the year. And usually that's the 401k, our CPF funds portfolio move back into equities for the quarter. Now listen carefully. They are telling you the 401k portfolios are going to move back into equity. All right. And usually the July month to the August month is going to be very dynamic and it's going to be going upwards. Okay, and you can see now they tell you this is the this period of time whereby July, which now all the way maybe until September onwards, something may pull back, but generally speaking, July, August, the market is going to go all the way up. Okay, so listen to Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs already give you this chart. Okay, so and they tell you the date is from 1928. So 1928 to date, the statistic is there already. So you don't kid yourself. All right. So this is what I want to inform you that before you jump in the gun and say, hey, Kelvin is only talking about bear. No, I'm bull. I've been calling for bull for a longer time, but I'm informing you now to be careful as we progress towards this July month and August and September. I'm telling you this from now onwards, especially on July, August, September, these 3 months, be absolutely careful. That's all, careful, okay? So of course, some of you may scratch head already. Hey, Cal, how come this chart and the chart you show a bit different, right? Yeah. So when I see this, I ask myself, did I see wrongly? Then I went to look at this chart here. Hey, how come not the same? They actually is about the same. But it's just that the way the representation itself got a little bit different. So take a look. This is also the S&P seasonal pattern for the last 50 years. But apparently itself, right, the projection and the way it is being transcend and what Goldman has did over here, kind of like a little bit different. But if you look at something identical or similar, is they did say that by September month, because it's August, October, right? In the middle must be September, right? The September month, the market will likely peak and then there'll be usual pullback. This one, if you look at this chart right now, it seems to show the same thing, but the magnitude is not the same now, different way of representing. Okay, so for this one, it's a bit different. What we see is that, right, we will see a pullback in July, early July. Then after that, it will recover from the 10th of July. Hey, isn't that today? 10th of July to probably 15th of July, we should see a recovery, which is why you see now yesterday the Dow Jones go up. But incredibly, by the mid of July, something like this may usually happen, which means from 15th of July onwards, there could be a pullback. You see the way we do this thing here? Yes, we don't only talk about TWB system, we talk about basically putting everything together, and then we help our students to make money in a different way. It's not just talk and talk. We show you numbers and figures. So of course, you can go and take a look at this chart and you will know roughly when will be the next turning point of the market. If let's say everything goes in patterns. All right. Hey, wait hold on, my PowerPoint again off. Yeah. Okay, hold on a minute. I want to show something very interesting here. Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. I think the PowerPoint, something went wrong. Wait me a minute. Okay, where's this? Okay, now we just have to, okay, let me just leave it first. Okay, I can solve this problem. Okay, no worries on this. All right. Okay, everybody take a look once again. Apology for the little hiccup there. No worries. Nothing will stop us. So this is the caption that brought you in. Now we talk about crude oil price. Okay, crude oil price, as you know, most likely is going to hit $80. My target is about $78 to $80 for myself. All right. So basically, it's all about OPEC right now. OPEC will be the key point. Now, will there be QE tapering? I can guarantee you this, it will happen. Yes, it will happen. I can guarantee you this. Yes, I'm not going to kid you. When would it happen? Likely in August. Which particular period? Last part of August. When will that be? During the Jackson Hole period, 26th to 28th of August. Why am I so confident? Because the rest of the world are actually doing QE right now. And if you look at the balance sheet of the dollar of this Federal Reserve, right, you do see the number is declining bit by bit. Very, very small numbers, but it's actually showing on the charts already. So of course, if we taper, right, I'm going to look at it to down slowly from the 120 billion, maybe to 100 billion, then maybe to 80 billion, then after to 60 billion. So which means that I'm not saying that the market will crash. I'm saying that there will be tapering. And that means you still going to receive. It's just like now your allowance is like $120 per week, example. Now your dad tell you, say, you know what, son, you are not naughty, you are now grown up, I give you now $100. Of course, you may say, but it's still money, right? Yes, it's still money, so you can still enjoy your life. But the next week, right, your dad reduce it to $80. Then you're like, okay, maybe lesser one movie. Then after that, go down to $60, maybe lesser one KFC meal, something like that. You're going to still have money, just that you're going to be just lower. So which means that this money is still going to go in the system. The market is still going to go up in general, okay? Now, what is most important is earnings. Now, this coming July is where they're going to report all the earnings for the last quarter, which is from March till June, right? So we do expect majority of the FANG counters to do very well. Logistic will do well, all right? And maybe some of the transportation will do better than the last quarter because the market is opening up, right? Undeniable. But there is a problem. The thing is this, the current PE ratio now is at about 46. Now, usually PE ratio is about how many? About 18 to 22. So which means that right now, right, the PE ratio, you are paying $2 for $1 product. I repeat, yeah. That means that if I tell you now this bottle, right, or this flask is worth $1, but I tell you, you must pay $2, right? Will you pay for it, by the way? Would you do that, by the way? If let's say this thing worth only $1, but I tell you, you must pay $2, do you think you buy it? So that is the thing right now in the S&P 500 right now. But these are things that you guys already probably know, right? So today, I don't want to tell you about this anymore. I decided to give you more than this. Do you want it? How many of you want more than this? Well, these are all available information on any of the Bloomberg terminals, CNBC and stuff. If you want more, type the word more, M-O-R-E. Wow, I can see that already. Brian and my Yuming always very fast. They read my mind. You know what I was saying next itself. They already key already. All right, remember this, there's no rehearsal done here. My students, I invited them, yes, indeed, but I never once say that, hey, you know what, you must motivate the rest of you guys. I never say that, okay? We don't do such things. I don't like this sort of funny tricks. It's marketing, I understand, but some trainers does that, but not for me. I never do that, okay? I will invite my student because there's benefits for them in terms of what? Knowledge. Okay, yeah, you want more, right? Okay, so one more, then you must understand market first, okay? So let's understand this, okay? This is a short, I think you saw before, right? On this Instagram or YouTube, right? Watch this to understand market first. Huh? All right, how many of you don't understand what is this all about? Don't understand? Anyone here don't understand? If you don't understand, just key number 1. If you don't understand, only if you don't understand, you key number 1. Really? If you don't understand, then okay, so no one key number 1, right? I assume that. Okay, now this is a classic way of how things get done in the stock market. Yes, the guy was greedy. The guy was just thinking, hey, you know what? I put my instant noodle, I get instant noodle. I throw water, I get water. So of course he put $100, 100 RMB. He came back 100 RMB. He put 200, came back 200. So to him, okay, man, this is a sure win trade. That's it lah. Just go all in. Now the moment all in, all gone. Okay. All right. So that is one thing that I want to share with you. Though you can understand why you have to be a bit careful recently. Okay. Oops. Okay, wait. Not now. Don't worry. So the why pop up. Okay, I think, sorry. What happened? Wait, I think there's some PowerPoint issue. Don't worry. Okay, I think, wait, let me just get this thing up. Oops, not this one. I think the thing lost already. Never mind. It's okay. Right, it's okay. We missed out one video. It's okay. Never mind. All right, I'll try to do it later. But the point is this. All right, once you understand this thing here, then probably you may recognize this this thing here itself. All right, how many of you recognize this scene? How many of you recognize this scene? Okay, if you recognize this scene, probably you are around my age. Okay, all right, recognize? Ah, okay, all right. Now the thing is this, okay? Yes, last time when this serial came out, right? Every day I'll rush back home just to watch it. And I tell you, I even went crazy now. I buy all the DVDs of it from the original store in Hong Kong and keep it at home. All right, I love this. Now let me just play this little short clip that I found for you on internet, okay? Let's go.
你哋明白未？係，而家全場人都黑，係，而家全場人都黑掹掹啊！呢咁樣情形咧，即係話咧行緊衰運，乜嘢係咧火燭就燒死晒佢哋。 照理由冇理由火燭噶嘛，係咪？咁咩事個令到全場人嘅大禍臨頭咧？就係股災。
Okay, all right. For those benefit of my friends who don't understand Chinese or Cantonese, all right? So this is just a very short clip to show that, right? This guy here himself is talking to his son. It's a very, very famous show back then in Hong Kong. Very crazy back then. And basically he's saying that, right? Whatever, you see, everybody is duck. Now, the first, don't get me wrong, it's not a coloration. When you say duck means what? Duck means means what, right? Meaning everybody itself is, the spirit is down, the luck is down. But the problem is this particular scene right now is everybody making money. Everybody is just go, bullish, go. Okay, so this is what he's trying to explain here. He say, no, you got it wrong. Actually, everybody's in a very bad shape right now. So you see the point here? Okay, so what happened is, he's telling his son that, you know what, all these people seemingly are going into good fortune, but actually it's not. It's actually bad luck. And of course, what can we go wrong is that something dangerous like a fire will hit and then get them hurt. Okay, this is just his saying now. Don't get too good involved into this. All right, and the son was like, huh, what talking about? But Dad, everybody know the stock market will go up to the sky, right? Exactly my point. You say, how can that be? There must be something, ma. Yes, indeed. Say the only way it can stop everyone from going insane, crazy, is a stock market crash. Okay, so this is just taking out context here to just inform you guys about what I'm seeing from the market, but not because I said that. It's on all the charts that I'm going to share with you later today. But my point is this, but earlier you already saw Goldman Sachs already tell you July month will be good, August month will be good. They will tell you that, right, the first half of the year is $1 trillion entering the market, 517 billion enter the market. So that means the market should be good, right? So don't be, you must balance yourself, okay? Don't get too sold to the idea that the market will crash, okay? I'm not saying that, So this is what I'm looking at. Honestly, it's been some time we have a black swan event. I know that, I thought we just had it in pandemic time last year, 2020, so what's so early, right? Well, 2020 was indeed a black swan event, but it came so fast and it recovered even faster. Do you know that from the highest point to the lowest point, how many trading days was that? Only 20. 20 trading days only. That is less than 3 weeks exactly. And the low was only the 20th day. Oh my goodness. You have the worst crash, but the fastest recover ever in human history. So before you can react, right, the market is back up again. So it's not a real black swan in my opinion. So black swan is basically a severe repercussions. There is event that cannot be predicted well in advance. So I'm not saying that I can predict this. I cannot. And usually this event is considered as catastrophic event that have high level impact on the global economy, and all science, logic, astrology get failed in predicting this. I can tell you this, after it happened, you have all the people say, okay, the moon, the stars, the Mars, the Jupiter, all this. After it happened, no one will tell you before it happened. So even myself, I'm not telling you that it will happen. I'm just telling you what's black swans all the way. Okay, so a strategic planner will do planning or forecast, do planning in case this happen, okay? So in case you say, why a black swan, right? That's FYI. Usually swans are white color, right? In schools, we always know it's white color. But of course, once in a while, we do see a black one. And usually a black one is like the highlighted one, okay? So apparently, when a black swan comes, people get a little bit scared, and that's why it's being labeled this way. Because right now you see this, look at the chart right now, right? This is from 2020. Look at the charts. Look at the chart. This is from Bloomberg, by the way. You see that? Incredible, right? Almost every other day, every other day, the chart looks so familiar, as if deja vu, right there. Can you see 18 May, June 1st, November 27th? Look at it. Almost every other day, the way the chart move, right, is almost identical, all right now. So that is why everybody's so happy right now. Why the Americans are not going back to work despite the jobs is so much available? Because why must I work? Think about this. Imagine if I ask you a question, everybody here, be honest to yourself, okay? We know that this will never happen in Singapore, but just imagine for a Saturday, for a Saturday fun. Let's say your salary is, let's say, $2,000 on average, okay? 2,000 Singapore dollar, okay? Not about the younger generation, 2,000. And your government give you 3,000 every month itself. Would you work? Can you tell me now, if let's say your salary is $2,000, but your government give you $3,000 every month, would you be working? Let me know. Guys, you're all on Zoom, right? So let me know. If you're making 2,005, example, 2,005 every month, and your government give you $3,000 free, give it to you for free, would you need to work or not? Oh, may I ask you, would you even work? All right. All right, so you may say will not work. All right, Brent and Bert also say no. Arthur also say no. Eunice no. Now, what if I tell you this? You have this 3,000, and every morning, US timing 9:30 a.m. right? US timing 9:30 a.m., which is example Singapore time 9 a.m. Singapore time. You wake up, you just go to the computer, you see the stock market, anywhere you buy, how you buy, sure go up also. And even you bought it yesterday, it was bad. Tomorrow go up by itself. Or better still, last 1 hour always goes up. I repeat, morning first half an hour go up, then it stay there, don't move. Then the last hour it go up, and almost guarantee every Friday will go up. Would you want to work? Be honest with me. If this is a stock market that every day keep on repeating and repeating and repeating, would you want to work? I can guarantee you, if you tell me you will want to work, right, you are not a normal person already. All right, so that is how it works in America. I call my cousin, he's in America, I call him, brother, all right, how's things over there? He said no one's working. He has difficulty because no one wants to work. Everybody's trading. They're trading stock market, options market, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. No one wants to work. Because every month I got money coming from the government. Every month I got stock market doing so well. Who want to work? That's a problem, okay? So now the thing is this, how? Then that is whereby we look at all the Black Swan events, okay? This is all the way since 1973 for you guys. We have the Israel-Arab War, the Iranian hostage crisis, the Black Monday, the Gulf War, the 9/11, the SARS, the intervention in Libya, the Brexit, and so forth. Okay, why am I bringing you all this? Because you cannot deny that Black Swan event doesn't come. It does come quite often, and it's not say that it needs to be a 10-year cycle. It can be quite nearby each other, okay? Now, take a look at this. This is what Warren Buffett, okay? Warren Buffett, okay? All right, Buffett, Buffet, all the names. But this is the key point. Look at the Warren Buffett indicator. Look at it yourself, okay? Now, the one in gray is the S&P 500 stock price at the moment, right? During the history of since 1951, the last 71 years. Look at the Warren indicator. You notice that, right? Whenever the Warren indicator, right, go past a certain figure, now usually the average, okay? The usual average, let's take a look right now. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, the Warren indicator, right? Look at it. Usually the level is about where? Where is the midpoint of this? Can you tell me? Where's the midpoint of this? Now we are now in Zoom, so I need you guys to interact with me, okay? So where is the midpoint of this whole chart? Since 1951 till today, right? Where's the mean? M-E-A-N, mean. The average, where is the number for the Buffett indicator? Can you tell me? Because if we are doing a preview right now physically, I will go over and talk to you already. But now since we cannot do that, right? Where is that? 256? Huh? 256? I got 256. mean. Oh, no. Don't look at the right side. Look at the left side. The Warren indicator is here, my friends. Here. Here. Look at it from this side. So the number, the axis on the left side. So what is the mean? Everybody, take a look. How much is that? 1.45. Correct. The mean is about 1.45, right? On average, is it? No, you see 1.45 is only recent. Actually, right, the real mean is somewhere around here, where it connect the most, about 1.30. About 1.30. The average mean is 1.30 for the longest of time, but undeniable 1.45, also not wrong, because that was where it happened recently, and then that was where it went up, right? Okay, so now where are we now? Do the numbers. We are now at where? 2.36. So which means that now we are basically paying $2.30 for every $1 of a stock on average basis. Now, of course, you may say, but Kel, not every stock we are paying that type of premium, right? Exactly. That means that some stock you're not paying premium, but some stocks you're paying above the 2.36 already. Because average out, the average out for the S&P 500 is 2.36. But not all the counters are over premium by 1.36, right? So which means that there are some stock is 3.5, 4.2, and stuff like that. That's how you get the average of 2.36. So now the question is this. In the last time when we see a dot-com crisis, when it was 1.91, meaning that you are paying $1.91 for $1 product. So we had a dot-com crisis. Then that time back in 2008, we only pay $1.37, the mean of it, right? We already have financial crisis. Now we are 2.36, we have no crisis. Do you buy this story? That is the first thing. This is the first thing that you must take note of that. But again, Kel, the market have been going up from this point here last year until now. So if we've been calling for sell, right, then we already lost a lot of money. Exactly my point. So that's why I'm telling you this. With the first half of money that come in so much, so heavily across the whole world, that's the reason why the stock market is still keep on buying. So you must understand that I'm going to be doing this flip-flop again throughout the whole session to tell you that while you are being sold in the idea of the be careful, but you must remember that there's lots of funds that's outside in the market still waiting to come in, okay? Now, this is the sentiment of now on this particular counter. Now, look at the sentiment. The sentiment of the investors now are now at record level already, Cannot see and not seen before the last 20 years. The confidence in the market valuation is really through the roof. Never been seen before, okay? The composite market less valuation confidence. You see that? Wow, ridiculous, right? So that is why you can see that the household, everybody is involved in the market in a way. All right, those who are involved in stock market, they are all in already. So all their life savings and stuff on money they have, they are all in the stock market. So isn't that something very familiar or similar to what that movie, that serial, that little clip there? When everybody is in, you know that something is not going to be right, okay? So this is just on here. Now, this is the CBOE Skew VIX Index. Now, what is CBOE Skew? All right, you don't really hear this in the market, but you ask professional fund managers, they can tell you, okay? So this index measures the perceived tail risk of distribution of S&P investment returns over a 30 days horizon. It measures the implied risk of future returns realizing outlier behavior. So to make it very simple, right, you can see that on average, okay, when the skew index basically goes, the 50 DMA, all right, is basically turning up, right, the S&P goes up. And every time when it's so-called peak, right, the S&P eventually will pull back a little bit. Okay, you got the idea now? So it's not immediate. The skew indicator doesn't perform immediate, but you can see that if we keep on touching, there will be a point the market will react later. Can you see now? Okay, so over the last few years, okay, we can see that the indicator, the highest ever was here. And of course, what happened to S&P? It did fell by about 300 points, around there, 200 to 300 points. So where are we now? We are new all-time high. Yay! The skew indicator now, we're at all-time high level. And at the same time, our stock market also at all-time high level. So the question is this: equities, everybody's in, my funds are in, everything is good. So there's no reason for you to panic, right? And that's why the market is so bullish. So I got you the latest number now. This is the latest number. Yes, this morning, The latest number is 155. Now this chart, when I got it, it was only reflecting 146. Let you know, I repeat, when I got this chart right from my, I've been keeping all this chart for this preview. The last number was 146 when this chart here, and it's already higher than the one earlier. And now we are not at 146, we have 155. We are 155. But I need to warn you guys, actually 1 week ago it was even higher, 170. Yes, that was probably the reason why you saw the selling on Thursday. Okay, the selling on Thursday. But still, whatever it is, okay, now we're 155, way highest ever since for the last 31 years. Okay, so just take note of all these numbers and then you do your own final deduction from there. Okay. All right, now this is our most lovely counter, right? I love this counter very much. Okay, why? Can you see that? You know which counter is this? I think you cannot see, right? This Singapore counter. Hey, Kel, how come about Singapore counter suddenly? Actually, right, I can give you a little bit of good news for all my students. Well, if everything goes well, we may have TWB System working on Singapore stock market. I'm not kidding you. That's why yesterday we closed the office for a very important meeting, and that meeting was very pretty good. I would say very positive. All right. So we are getting nearer and nearer to the world stage level. There will be not only on Singapore counters, live counters. We're talking about even later on to US counters. Yes, live, those live data. So I am very excited. I tell you that. That's the reason why I tell you this. This really confirms that, right, by 1st of August, it's a very good chance our price will go up, one guarantee. Because why? If this project really goes up well, right, oh my God, think about this pivot on DBS. Think about KTRs on this, some of the local counters. And think about the KCX I can think of. Oh my goodness, I cannot really stop smiling since yesterday until now. I can guarantee you this. Okay. So this is from TradingView, but I want to show you something here, right? Do you all last remember that DBS have ever crossed $35 before? For those who trade the Singapore stock market, have you remember any time that DBS has crossed $35 before? $35, haven't I? Haven't I? Anybody? Okay, all right. Yes, indeed, Noel is a very good news. That's why I tell you guys, bit by bit, we are actually climbing. You see, when your system is good, right, people can see one. I mean, people who are negative, I'll leave them alone, like what someone advised me. But those who can see, right, the professionals, right, they know, because every day we do MAO, every day they're observing, and they realize that we are serious. That's why. Okay, so how? Now, let me bring you back to history. In 2007, DBS highest price back then was $21. And after that, in 2007, the Lehman crisis happened. DBS from $21 dropped all the way down to $6. $6. I repeat myself. I can write it down for you. Amazing. We are really going places. Really, that's why we are really amazing. $21 was here. It went down to $6. Okay, $6. Okay, I'll take note. Then after that, it took many years for it to travel slowly up back to $21. But very interesting, once it hit $21, it come back down again. But this time around, it only come back to down about $12, $13. Remember, all these numbers are important. Then after that, right, DBS from $13 again recover, hit $21 and again pull back. But this time around, only $20. Then when it crossed $20, it went all the way up to about $30. Okay, right? Then it came down. So remember this, there is this very interesting phenomenon of $21 on DBS, okay? Then the high back then was about $30, okay? So all these numbers are important because why? Because we are all in Singapore. We probably know that, right? Our income gap cannot be too far apart. That means our not so rich people, right, and the very wealthy people, right, the income equality must be, income quality must be there. If not, right, the whole country will go into trouble. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? Of course, we are very rich people, definitely, but we're talking about on average. And the stock market is a very important equilibrium so that it can balance the beam. So imagine if some counters is now like, let's say, bank share is $100 or $200 or $400 or something in America. What will happen? That means that people who in the bank will be super, super rich. And those who are not working in the bank will be not that rich, right? So there will be unhappiness. And when the unhappiness comes in, the country will go into serious trouble. So that is the reason why you need to understand this, okay? Or understand this right now. If you can understand this, what I just said, key number 1 right now. If you understand what I just said, key number 1. There's a reason why I'm building this, okay? All right, guys, getting a bit interesting, right? This whole preview, right? It's getting a lot of data coming in, right? Yeah, so we end at 1 o'clock. Don't forget that, huh? You want to listen all the way in. You will love this preview. This is going to be the top preview ever that I have gathered for a long, long time. Okay, got the idea now? Number 2, Yu Ming, what number 2? Probably want to test me, is that Yu Ming? Okay, all right. Now, Yu Ming is our TWB student, so one of the joker in our community, so I'm fine with him. Okay, all right. Now, let me show you recent chart. Take a look. Now, this is the recent chart, okay? That's how we ended where, right? We ended at 21, right? Which is here, correct? Then after that, we have 21, right? Now, what happened? After the last movement of 21, DBS shares went all the way up to the high of how much? The average is about $30, right? $30, okay? Then, very interesting, after hit $30, it came back down all the way to $21, which is here. But once it broke down, it went lower to about $17, okay? Then from $17, you see there's a huge consolidation at $21, okay? At $21. Then after that $21, it goes back up again. Again, around the same price, right? About $30 around there. It stopped there again. So what am I trying to express here itself? Is that there is a very interesting 21 in the chart. 21, okay? That is always been there for the last, how many years? Last 10 over years, okay? So what I'm trying to imply here is this. If there is any chance that the stock market is going to fall, he has told me that, right, 21 was a previous high back then, and whenever it hit the same 21, the market usually pull back. So now the recent so-called double is no longer 21. The recent double is 30. So which means that now, right, my question is this. Back then in 2018, when the DBS share was trading at $30, do you all remember the Dow Jones was what price? Anyone can tell me? When the DBS share that year in 2018, right, hit $31 around there, do you remember what was the Dow Jones price back then? Anyone can tell me? Anyone can tell me? Do you remember what was the Dow Jones back then when the DBS shares hit about $31? Anyone can tell me? Of course, you can now do a quick one, look at MT4 or do whatever you want and tell me what's the number, okay? Yu Ming, one more time, you nonsense, I'm gonna remove you. Wow, see our Richard Yo damn power, 25,046.86. Steady, I love you, Richard. Hey, please talk to Yu Ming. Okay, you're right. It was 25,000. It was 25,000. Okay, I know the number 25,000, but not as precise as Richard Yo. Okay, 25,000. Today we are at almost 35,000 already. 34,800. Can you see that? Do you see the problem here itself? Now, Singapore is a very, very interesting country. And if you actually understand this very well, you will understand why recently some of our traders, those who are high flyers in the stock market, they are informing friends around them to take profit. Can you understand my point or not? Okay. Those who understand what I just shared, please key number 3 right now. Those who understand what I just shared, please key number 3 right now. Okay? All right. Because we're in Singapore, we know exactly how our government do things. And there's something in life you must know that it works in patterns. Okay? So I can tell you this, if ever DBS come down to $21, okay, it will be a great time to look at it. But normally at $21, it will go down a little bit lower, right? So just take your own timing on this. Next, all right, if you look carefully, if you want to like forecast the next bottom out, the first time was $6. Then here itself was $13. Here itself was $17. Can you see the pattern there? What will be the next number? Can anyone tell me? If there is going to be a coming down sign, what will be the next number? 6 to 13, 13 to 17. Of course, the company is growing, it's getting better and stuff, right? So what do you think the next number will be then? Anyone can tell me? I see the number already, correct or not? See my drawing where I stop? Okay, okay, yeah, okay. So got it? All right, so today free gift. So think about this, guys, right? Imagine next time when we have our TWB system that can do with you Singapore stocks. I tell you, man, oh my goodness, I cannot imagine how far can we go over here. So got the idea now? Okay, not implying anything, and I did disclaimer earlier already, so you guys hear what you want to hear. Okay, you do your own assessment. Okay, I'm not going to say anything further after this on this bank. Okay. Now this is the S&P back in 2019 S&P chart. Okay, using a TWB system. Now allow me to explain it in a very simple way. TWB system basically got three key colors: red, yellow, green. Okay, so make it simple. When you see the chart, basically, right, flip over from red turns to yellow, we call it as color change, CCRY, or color change, red to yellow. Okay, now if we change color from yellow to red, we call it as CCYR, yellow to red. Now red to yellow, we see upside. Yellow to red, we see downside. This one very simple, right? Okay. Now, if the upside come with the KSI, now KSI stands for Cal Sentiment Indicator. This indicator is the most powerful and most unique of our system because you cannot find this anywhere available anywhere in the world. Now, many traders try to mimic this, try to find something similar to it. They couldn't find because inside here consists more than 100 patterns inside there. Patterns, not patent, patterns. Okay, so when it's green color, it tells you that the boys are buying. Hey, thank you, Richard. Oh, power, Richard. People later thought that I and you we are in cahoot. All right, green color means that the boys are buying. If it's red in color, means that the boys are selling. Okay, now this is not volume analysis. This is not from CBOE. This is not from CBOT. This is not from anywhere. It's a something that I created over the last 9 years. Okay, 9 years already. So what I'm trying to imply here itself, right? You look at it, this is the high recently in 2019. When I extrapolate this, right, meaning I extend the chart, right, I get an incredible touch point here. Wow, very scary, right? And then after that, you realize the touch point leads to one sell-off, first round. Round one, first sell-off. But after that, you notice the boys came in to buy, right? So that's why the market continued to go up. But very interesting, this phenomenon this is point number one, this point number two, right? So which means I take 2 points and then I extend the line. But when I further extrapolate it, right, do you notice that point number 3 is also down there? And the market touch very nicely. Now, do you remember what happened after this? Anyone, do you remember after this what happened? Can you see the chart, the dates at the bottom? Do you remember what happened after this? Anyone can tell me? You see, I love my preview to be interactive. I love my preview for you to talk. A lot of us go to preview, I don't talk one, right? Very funny. I go to others country, Malaysia, China, Indonesia. Wow, they'll talk and talk. But come to Singapore, everybody quiet. All observing, learning, all right? I think this is our culture. Okay? All right, COVID. Yes, it was COVID. But do you want to see something else on the chart? Let me show you. Watch, everybody. Right, at the time itself, right, you have seen many people calling for buy. In February, many places was calling for buy and telling you all is good, coast is clear, don't need to worry, buy. Okay, then what happened? Now, I want you to take a look. This is, I add on for you one. Now, TWB system don't have RSI, but I purposely add on for you. Do you see that there is a RSI involved, but there's a buying divergence? That means that the RSI is actually lowering, but the market is escalating. Now, our indicator also called for buy. So what's the problem here? Well, in technical analysis, whenever you have this called a buying divergence, right? Traders usually must be very careful because a buying divergence will cause some fluke incidents, okay? All right, let's take a look. Exactly, yes, you are right, guys. You can see that after that, right, the pandemic happened. Now, you notice something very interesting. For those who are my students, who are going to be my students, right, you will notice this thing called BMB. Do you notice that there's a BMB here? This called BMB is very interesting. BMB means that the candle must be, the high and the low must be longer or lower than the one in front of it. So you notice that this thing called BMB, called big movement bar, happened to be the peak of the market. And I've been saying this to all my TWB students, anytime in any cycle, whether it's intraday or day chart or month chart, if you see a BMB, you know something is going to be wrong. Okay, so you look at it again, right? The one before that, notice that again, the red color bar is also a BMB. And remember, I told you, right, when yellow turns to red, means seller, right? Can you see that again? It happened again, and so forth. All right, got the idea now? Okay, so if you have my system, when you see yellow turns to red, and you also notice there's a BMB, right? That is the crux of it. So students of mine, all right, this is my thing for you today. Watch out for any time if the Dow Jones, S&P, or the NASDAQ or DAX have a CCYR, yellow turns to red on a day chart and combines with a BMB. If you happen to see it, or we happen to see it, right, you must be very careful already. So non-students, if you think that this is something exciting, you want to join us, then of course join us, because you can only touch this system when you are with us. And of course, if the indicator turns from green to red for the KSI, that's it. We have problem already. Serious trouble. Okay. So of course, KL, this is just past charts. What so big deal? Okay, let's see recently. Take a look. This is recent chart. This is the recent chart. I took this high. I touched the point here. You see, my point one, FYI, my point one, okay, my point one is here. My point two was here. Then I realized point three. Then I see a BNB. I see a yellow to red. Now, earlier chart was in 2019 and 2020. Okay? Now, this thing happened in 2021. You see that? That's the reason why on that day itself, right, we call for sell. Then after that, I continue to extrapolate this chart, right? You can see it's no changes, no hiccup, right? Oh my God. I'm seeing it again. But don't worry, it's not a BNB. Don't worry, it's not a CCYR or a BNB. So that means course is still clear. Everything is good. But I cannot deny this. I'm seeing a buying divergence on the RSI right now. But don't worry again. The KSI is still green in color. So stay cool, guys. Don't need to worry. So guys, you understand why TWB system now is getting more and more people, attention, because we give very valid stuff and people can back test and they say, hey, work there. Why it's not working? It's working. That's why. So guys, understand now from the TWB point of view. Okay, got the idea? Good. So now let's continue. I'm just basically showing you stuff for you to digest. So remember in June during my MAO, I show you this thing here. I told you that Morgan Stanley research. This time is Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley on the 7th of June, they tell us that the market is near the high. The market will sell. Be careful. So when I look at our chart, right? June, you know why? Because the data came out on 7th of June. And you look carefully, right, on our index, in our indicator, right? 7th of June is somewhere around here. Can you see that? 7th of June was somewhere here. So if you use our system, right, yellow turns to red is a sell. Did the S&P drop? Yeah, it dropped by almost 200 points. So they were not wrong. But this is not the one. This is not the one. Remember, because there is a missing element. Where are the missing elements? Can you tell me what are the missing elements for the mid of June sell-off? Why it was not strong enough? Can you tell me? Yes, correct. The KSI was still green in color. So that was not, no, the boys didn't come in. So Morgan Stanley research was saying that there should be a selling very soon. What's the way they classify it, right? The way they classify it, right? You can see that from the charts, right? You see the way they classify it is that the way they say, oh, like a big one coming, so market will crash. This one, whoa, crash. I say, no, not yet, not yet, not yet, because what we see on the chart doesn't show the same thing. Other than that itself, the BNB wasn't there. The BNB wasn't there. So that's why, again, basically, we know that this pullback is temporary. And I told you guys, when the S&P recover, right? I told you S&P is going to go up again. I said that in our this MAO. And you look carefully, this S&P is a BNB. Can you see that? This yellow bar is a BNB. Is it? Oh, no, missed my bit. Sorry. All right, it's not a BNB. My bad. Okay, the Dow Jones was correct. Sorry, my script is wrong here. Okay, so I just take it out. Sorry, my bad. It's the Dow, not this one. But what I'm trying to say is the yellow, red to yellow, right, is still a buy, right? Yellow, red to yellow is a buy. So you see the market goes up. Now, what is crazy is look at this point, and look at yesterday. This is the latest chart of today's market, today. All right? Look at the way the line touch is amazing. And that's the reason why I'm telling you this. If Morgan Stanley has sent this to all their high clients, high net worth clients, and then it didn't really manifest, right? Meaning, right, that means there's one more wave to go. That means that either they are wrong or we are technically slightly better than them. Okay, I'm not kidding you. This is live. You cannot tell me you send this data out and you compare notes, right? So guys, take note. This is something you must take note, okay? So it's time for the alternate market views. All right, take a look. Now, this is where it gets a bit faster in pace right now. You can see that this is the GDP with the Wilshire total market cap. Now, in short, to make it simple to understand, everybody look at the chart right now. You can see my point. When the one in blue is the Wilshire market cap, right, goes up, right? You notice that the green line is a GDP, right? The GDP of the market. When the GDP and the Wilshire total market cap is too far away from each other, right? Usually you see it will pull back. So how can it pull back? It's only when the stock market take profit. The one and only way is because take profit. So you notice that normally once it go beyond the green line, the GDP, the market will take profit. Can you see that? Now, only in 2015 onwards, right? The market tried to go back down to the GDP. It didn't happen. It went on again, and then it tries again. It was getting further away, and now, wow, we are so scary now. Look at where we are now, and look at the GDP. Do you see that? That means since when? Oh my goodness, since 1960 onwards, the last how many years? 70 years, right? Is it correct? Last 60 years. For the last 60 years history, we are now at the level that we are so far away that never been seen before in any human history. Which means that, right, why people are getting it so wrong now, like Ray Dalio, like this Robert Kiyosaki, like even Michael Burry, all these guys are so wrong because this has never been seen before. So dear all, we are probably seeing something that none of us have seen before. But the question is this, are you ready to capture this one? Now, I remind you guys once again, we already have Goldman Sachs telling you July month is going to be a good month with all the equities coming, the influx of money coming in. So do be mindful of that. I'm going to keep on reminding you on this while we continue to look at this. This is very, very incredible stuff, okay? Very incredible. And if you look at this right now, this is the S&P Composite Index regression to trend. So what it's trying to do is that they basically do a trend across the board. And you notice that this is all the up and down in the market. And FYI, when I received this report from advisorperspective.com, the number, the figure, the date itself was June 2021, June. So the problem is this, okay? We've never seen a number above 150. The highest number back in year 2000 was only 123%. So now, if we look at this number today, if the S&P now is at 4,268, okay, back in the June period, it was already 169. Okay, the S&P back then in June was 4,268. The S&P, the so-called the regression method, right, is about 169%. So based on yesterday's closing, the S&P 500 is at 4,369. Wow, that means that the level now today is 172%, which has never been seen. You know how long ago? My friends, watch it. It has never been seen since the very starting point, since 1870. That means 1870年, from 1870 all the way to today, 2021. We have never seen before 172%. Never in our life. So even let's say today now, right, I tell you about this. If you call me crazy, I can totally accept it because why? Never seen before. So it's the same thing when I tell you, right, last time, let's say we go back to Einstein time itself, I tell you got light bulb, right, you also don't believe me. I tell you got electricity, you also believe me. I tell you next time you will be flying in the sky, you won't believe me. Exactly my point. So I'm not worried that you guys are not going to join us. But the question is this, you are now in history making. We have 172% right now. We have never seen before. What do you think? The last time we hit 123, the market collapsed. The previous time was only about average 90 to 79. Now we are 172%. What do you think? But again, I remind you about the boys are buying still, okay? Jerome Powell has no intention to get out from the market, okay? And tapering means there will still be money coming into the system. Okay, now look at this. This is the S&P 500 versus the people who are in the options market. Never have we seen before people so bullish. Bull until cannot bull. Bull until the index now is trading at 0.025. Now this index is actually at 2.2 at the highest point back in year 2002. So imagine this index at one stage when it's at a high point, it was a 2.2 index. Today is dwarfed until 0.025 index. You know how bad it is or not? You know why is it like that? It's because everyone is bull right now. Everyone in America is so bullish until if you're going to find one person is bear, right, you must have found something that is not correct. Yes, that is how crazy the market is. So of course, one side of the coin is then we should be bull. If everybody is bull, we should be bull, right? Correct. If you say this to me, you're absolutely correct, because you should stay bull because everybody is bullish. But I want to ask you a question: is if everybody is in the same confined space and there's only one small exit door, when there's something happening, what will happen to the door? Can you tell me? If we are, let's say I want to say something else, but I think not so nice. So let's say there's a space where 100 of us are in the confined space, okay, can move around, but there's a small door. Then something happened in the room. What will happen? What will happen? Everybody will run towards the same door. But you know, right? Like we saw in our movie theater, right? They say you're supposed to stand properly and then we can go out, the animation, right? But when things happen, do you think people do that way? Oh, yes, they will break the door. They will smash through the wall if have to do. Okay? So I'm not telling you anything else. I'm just informing you that these are numbers that you cannot lie. Because all these numbers come from the exchange. You cannot lie. And this is from Bloomberg, by the way. This particular chart came from Bloomberg space, although it's from stock.com, right? But the data came from Bloomberg. Okay, so I just want to inform you this. We don't use other alternative stuff, and neither do we have the time to do Excel spreadsheet for this, okay? This is all real stuff. So the problem is this. The problem is this. The companies around the whole world are actually losing money. I mean, in US, sorry. The companies in US are losing money. The companies in US is losing money. But yet, the last time we see this in rationale, the market really know how to come down. Know how to come down. But this time, the market don't know how to come down already. Why? Because I told you guys, everybody is at home. Everybody is trading. Everybody is buying. So if everybody are all buying the market, right, then I can tell you there's no way this stock market will go down until things happen. So go back again, it's because you need an indicator like TWB System to tell you the BMB, the CCYR, and the KSI. You need the three of them to be there so that you probably may catch a good move of a lifetime. Okay? So that's why now you can see that people look at it. This is the US consumer credit. Oh my God. Look at the way people are borrowing to the tilt already. All right, look at it. Initially, no one borrowed because no one lent it. But now everybody allow you to lend money. And now what happened? Oh my God. Since when? 1990, year 1990 to today, we went through Lehman crisis. We went through SARS in between. We went through what do you call, all the taper tantrum. We also never come near to this level. Now, the last time whenever the credit given up, right, is about 25 to 30. Now, where are we? We're 35 right now. Oh my goodness. That means that, right, we have never been borrowing such a heavy way ever. So now you understand why Federal Reserve, he will not hike interest rate. The moment Federal Reserve hike interest rate, right, many people won't be able to pay. They will rather default. And then what will happen? Obviously, right, bigger headache. So the question is this. If you cannot raise interest rate, even you taper, you must taper slowly. But the insanity is that the market now is at beyond craziness. Then what will likely happen? So those who are in the market for 30 years or 20 years, right, think back again. When does Black Swan event happen? When does Black Swan event happen? It's always when this happens. So you notice that, right, this particular chart, I leave it there for a while, let you take a picture of this. You go and look at those spike points. You look at all those spike points. I got no time to do this for you, but you can go and look at the spike point, check the dates, and then you will know, right? You put compare between all the Black Swan event, right? You will understand already. Now I repeat myself once again, Black Swan cannot be predicted. Cannot. Black Swan is just like that one. Like that one. So which means if like that means what? That means the blue pump will happen and then everybody shocked already. Yes. So you go and do your own research, okay? I'm telling you this. That's the reason why I'm informing you the stock market. I'm not talking about OPEC. I'm not talking about earnings. I'm not talking about crude oil. That is very beginner stuff. I'm telling you things that the market don't talk to you, and I'm sharing with you because I want you guys to prepare yourself. So, sorry, how come like that? Let me do the arrangement here again. So you can see this. Let me explain to you why am I talking about this chart here. This is something very scary. You must listen to me, okay? Listen, very important, okay? I can see people are moving away for lunchtime already, 12:30 lunchtime. Never mind, it's okay. I continue to talk. Now, this is March 5th. Remember March 5th? Recently only, right? Now, March 5th, by the way, you can eat as you listen to me. Don't stop yourself from eating. Eat Maggi mee, eat pork chop, whatever, chicken chop, go ahead, okay? All right, go ahead. I'm fine with it, okay? All right, although I'm vegetarian now, for today. Okay, so March the 5th, 2021, Goldman Sachs tell the whole world, hey, we will hit 1.9% by year end. Because that time itself, on March the 4th, Goldman Sachs say stronger economic data should push the benchmark to 1.9%. So now I ask you this, isn't that our economic going better? Isn't that meaning that, right, all our people are going back to work, right? Then may I ask you, how come our yields are not doing the same? Hey, Goldman Sachs, can you explain this to us? So you can see, right, in January 2020, okay, that was before the pandemic. Before pandemic was 1.9%. Then pandemic hit us, though the thing come off, totally can accept. But the thing is this, the question that I want to ask is, how come now we are actually at 1.36% and the grapevines in the market is telling us now maybe we'll see 1.2%. So can I ask you, can we trust what Goldman Sachs is saying? Can we trust what Goldman Sachs is saying about what they preached back in March the 4th? Right? He tell people that, don't worry, economic is good, everything will be good, and the yield will go up. So can you tell me, can we trust them? Okay, now, at this junction here, you ask anybody right now today, they'll tell you that they also don't know how to explain this. Because you look at CNBC, Reuters, Bloomberg, right? All of them, they cannot explain this. They don't know how to explain this. We have the economic data getting better overall, although it's declining a little bit, but still okay, right? But the yields are not going up, and they are buffered by this. Now, of course, from the point of this fundamental, imagine these guys don't know how to explain. How can I, Cal, understand this? But before you switch off, right? Look at the chart again. I show you now when you see from another angle. Watch this, guys. Now, this is what happened now. The yield was at 1.77% at the high recently, right? Remember, 1.77%. And I want you, Jerome Powell came in and say, don't worry, we have a lot of tools in the toolbox. We have a way to make sure it will be down. We will make sure it will be down. And Jerome Powell really did it. Right? How he did it? Very simple. He just buy all the bonds. By buying the bonds, the yield will go down. As simple as that. So that's why he must keep on buy. But we have a problem, Houston. Everybody look at the chart right now. If we actually open up the chart a bit bigger, the chart will look very different. Now, look at it. This is back in year 2020. You notice that how the media play this game. They show you what they want to show you. They won't show you what they don't want to show you. Look at it again, everybody. If you are into Fibonacci, you will understand this chart very well. Now, this is again before the pandemic, before when it was 1.9%. So I realized this, I look at the chart again, okay? Pandemic time, come down, right? Okay, why? Because the yield will dive down because people buy the bonds because they are very unsure of the economy. They buy something, the bonds, so we understand that. But when it rebounded from the low end, right? Look at it, rebound, right? It didn't go even to the 61.8. Now, 61.8 is a very important Fibonacci number, but it didn't hit and go back down again. Then it went down all the way and stabilized for almost 5-6 months. But very interesting, from September onwards, remember, in September, I will tell you guys the yield is going to go up soon. I told you because, I told you right, very good chance they will have to increase interest rate in the near term. And truth be told, at 0.7%, remember, I was calling in MAO last year, I will tell you that the yield will start to go up already. Remember, those who remember that I told you guys the yield will start to go up from 0.7%. Can you key the word REM for me? If you remember, for those of my students, remember last year, September onwards, I think November to be precise, I said that yields will start to go up already. Those who remember, key REM. If you don't remember, just don't type anything, okay? Don't lie to people who doesn't know me. Because I want you to take note of this because there's something I want to tell you, very serious. No, I'm not kidding you though. Just now I saw already Jimmy type already, right? Credit bubble looming, right? Yeah, you're actually right, Jimmy. Now watch this. Thank you guys. Those who remember, look at it. Not only it crossed the 61.8, it went all the way up to 1.77, right? Okay, got an idea? Now watch this. The market did not go back to this point. So that means that the Fibonacci will be staying. So what happened? Jerome Powell came in to make sure the number is down. But do you notice that yesterday the Dow Jones up by 440 points, right? Do you notice this? Do you notice this? The market actually bottomed out at 61.8. Now watch the bottom of my screen. Look at this. And look at this. Can you see that now? This is something that you must take note of, my friends. They are not showing you the whole screen. So if let's say RSI is a very good indicator to talk about bottoming out signal, I'm pretty sure no one will contest me to tell me that this is a downtrend. This is an uptrend. And if this is an uptrend and the RSI now is back to the 30 marker, right? The question is this, what will happen next? If this is going to be a technical movement, right? This is what happened. Okay, right? So now I ask myself and ask all of you again, everybody, I repeat myself, listen carefully. When it was 1.9%, it dived down because of pandemic. So it was a black swan event. Then after that, it hit the RSI low. It bounces back from 0.3 all the way to 1.2. Okay, so the difference between them is 0.8. Where are we now? 1.3, right? If history repeats itself plus 0.8, what number would you get? 2.1. But how on earth can the number hit 2.1? How on earth can it hit 2.1? Cannot be, right? Impossible, right? Seemingly right. But Goldman Sachs say 1.9. Okay? So either Goldman Sachs is going to get themselves hit in the face for lying, or were they part of this, or they are not lying, but they are preparing for something here. So when can the yield be going up? It's only when the bond price collapse. So how can the bond price collapse? It's when the buying stops. And how can the buying stop? Is when someone want to taper ferociously in the coming August and September. Think about it. Let it sit in for a while. Can understand my point? For those who understand my point, please key number 5. If you can understand this, please key number 5. Not percentage. All right. So that is the reason why I'm telling you this. Like it or don't like it, right? Someone is not taking the truth. Someone is not. So charts don't lie, my friends. Charts don't lie. Look at the way the market yesterday recovered. The market was down for 2 days to below 1.24. One single day yesterday, go up to 1.36. But I don't remember yesterday got any economic news. Anyone have heard any economic news yesterday? I don't remember, right? Yesterday was a free day, right? Bond market cannot play one. It's so big, it's in billions of dollars. Someone knows something. And since we know, we capture on this. Now, this is the last few charts already. This is the S&P bullish percentage index, okay? Not William percentage R, it's different thing, huh? This one, you can actually go online and search yourself, okay? Very hard to explain to you, but I'm going to make it simple. Normally, when the market is near the peak, the index will be at about 78 to 70. Simple as that. Normally, it's about 70 to 78, okay? But this time round, we are new all-time high, but yet the index is only at 64. Now, two ways look at it. Number one, maybe the S&P will go to 4,500. So that's why the index got a lot of room to go. That is from the positive side. The negative side telling you that, right, actually the market is selling already. They are selling slowly, but it's not able to see from the naked eye, but from the charts itself, right, tells you that something is wrong. So when I go in deeper, right, you will notice that, right, this is the weekly chart of this. So the last time when we see this in pandemic time, okay, during the pandemic time, we can see the index itself, right, that was already at this point, right, at about 65. So now we are almost the same level at the moment right here, okay? So this is something that you can look at. This is back in 2017, look at it. This is back in 2017, whereby when the market has the same point, about 2,100, the time where the market is lower ground. And of course, when it was lower ground, it means below 60, the S&P collapsed down from 2,100, dropped all the way down to 1,800. So what I'm trying to explain here is this. Now, right, the last time when this something like that, when the market, the indicator was below 70, and then the market was all-time high, what happened? The market down 300 points. So 300 points of 2,100, right? How many? What's the percentage? That means that it's about how many? About 14%. 14%. 14. So are we going to see a 14% drop in S&P? Well, you decide. Now my number is 8%. The number that we see in chart from seemingly is between 10 to 14%. All right. Look at the advance and decliner today. Now, advance and decliner means how many stocks are advancing, how many stock is declining. You can see already, right? That is before yesterday. Before yesterday. You can see that on Thursday itself, right? When S&P was still going up, the advance and decliners hit negative number. Now, the last time we see something like this, you can see the market usually will pull back. But now we are at the extreme level whereby the advance and decliners are at a very low level, and yet the stock market is up. So what does it imply to be? That means that, right, actually a lot of counters now are not at all-time high. But then how can the market be all-time high when the counters are not at all-time high? It's because there are some counters are definitely at all-time high, and they are push beyond the average. So which means that, right, you should know which counters are there being pushed up all the way, right? So that means, guys, if there's going to be any sell-off in the market, watch out for those 5 counters. If the 5 counters start to fall, or you see a BMB, or you see a CCYR, and the KSI turns red, that are all the telltale signs that something big is going to happen soon, okay? So that is the reason why am I sharing this, because in my opinion now, it's very clear the market is actually taking profit. Although the smoke screen is that S&P is at the all-time high level. Now, the crazy part is junk bonds. Junk bonds are those companies, the bond, it's not that safe. So they give high return. Now, think about this. Your company not safe already. So you will give high return to get investor. Look at the junk bond yields. Oh my goodness. Junk bond yields minus CPI, meaning inflation. Look at it. Oh my God. 0 and negative. That means that now the junk bonds are now at negative level. Who the hell will pay for junk bonds to get negative return? You might as well keep it at home. Okay, so this is crazy and people are buying it. So who is buying? Obviously some high-end people, because I know you and me won't buy that, right? Imagine I tell you this, hey, give me, buy an investment. Every month I give you negative return. Would you buy that? So that is why I'm telling you this. We have never seen this before in our life. Because on average, you can see, on average, junk bonds, right? We usually get about 5%. 5% you pay for people is above credit rate of 2%. It's above usual bonds of 3%. So people don't mind because you are a dangerous counter. You pay me 5%, I will take. But when you give me negative, what the hell? Who will take? The only reason because the earnings is not able to compensate. Hence, therefore, is now paying negative yields. That is a question, who is buying? Think about this. Who will be smart enough to buy a negative yield bond? Who is smart enough to do that? There's only one person in my mind who will do that because he is ready in the mandate, in the minutes. They will buy from A to double, triple A to double A to 1A to BBB to all the way down to even junk bond they also buy because they want to protect everybody. That's why. You see that? You don't see this in mainstream media. You only hear it at Trade with the Boys, okay? So with all this thing itself, all of you, all right, I'm not going to waste time here. The numbers are very clear. The Federal Reserve is the one that motivating the stock market. We all know already. You don't need to repeat myself. But do you notice that the Federal Reserve, the number has dropped by 25 billion recently? So this is something that you must take note of that. They have started to taper a little bit already, but they didn't tell the whole world because of course, there were intermediate taper in between. So it's not really a taper on paper yet. All right. So with all this thing itself now, I will now want to tell you this. You heard me earlier. The cost fee is 1688. All right. If you basically text Susan TWB, you get 1588, and you get to hear me sharing very powerful stuff on coming Monday. Okay. All right. Now this is the serious trader who profited $321,930 US in one trading day. Oh my God. And what did he do? He only do one thing, DEX. So let's look at DEX on the day. Let's take a look right now. Everybody take a look. So this is our TWB system, all right? Okay. Basically, this trader basically went in to buy DEX, obviously from here onwards. Why? Because he noticed that the KSI was green in color. So during my MAO session, I already tell all of you, based on chocolate bar, there is a technical point to watch. Remember, go back to my MAO. I already say there's a chocolate bar around here. So my good, very, very diligent student, okay, he went in, he remembered what I told him, he went in to buy, and he was well rewarded. He knows that the KSI was green, he knows that there's a technical point here, he went in to buy with a low risk, and once he get it correct, he start to whack already. Bang, 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 bang. Then the next day, he noticed that the market opening price is above, the opening price is above pivot 1. So all my students, above OP, above pivot 1, what can we do? Above OP, above pivot 1, what can we do? Please key your answer right now. Now, our technique, our system is very simple. It's just a few formulas, and you remember it, you follow. And I've been repeating and repeating and repeating every single day that above OP, above pivot 1, there's only one thing to do, and you are right. CCRY, buy. Don't care, just buy. Don't care, just buy. So our dear friend yesterday, don't care, just buy. Don't care, just buy. Look at it. This is the intraday chart. So how did it work? Very simple. CCRY, red to yellow, buy. 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 You see that? No way the student yesterday could have lost money. And yesterday, I don't bring you charts that like 1 year, 3 years ago. I don't show you pandemic time buy. I show you a student using the TWB system and making this stuff insane money. Look at it. 321,000 US dollar. And that is on pretext that I don't know whether you take profit already. All right. When he sent to me, it was in the late evening already. All right. Look at it. So if Monday morning, there may be more upside to go, probably this student is going to make more money. See that? This is the TWB system. Okay. Then another student recently, right, profited on Hang Seng, right? Made 29,000 US dollar also by shorting. So we go long, we go short, right? Which day was that? July the 8th. July the 8th. That was that day. Let's take a look. July the 8th, Hang Seng. All right, take a look. So what happened? July the 8th, which day? This one, right? This very big day sell off. So what the student did? The student just remember the rule. The student just sell. Okay, this particular student just sell, and of course, this student shorted from the opening bell, sell all the way, and then he remembered the KSI is green in color. He went in to buy back his position at the low point and profited $20,000. So guys, think about this. Do you think that this system is good? Think about this. So yesterday, I asked a student, did he buy? He said yes. But I asked him for the statement. The student never give me. Okay, never mind. Yesterday, the Hang Seng opens here. The opening price was here, right? It was above pivot 1. The KSI is green. That means it's the same thing. Above OP, above pivot 1, KSI is green. All the way, you just have one thing to do yesterday is buy. So the student, I don't know how much he made for himself, but if you look at Hang Seng yesterday, if you look at it, CCRY buy, CCRY buy, CCRY buy, CCRY buy, CCRY buy, Here buy, here you lose money, but next one you buy, you make back, you make back, you make back. Think about this. That is how simple this system is. No fundamental required, no extra stuff need to do. I've been telling you guys above pivot 1, above OP, you can argue with me all the way you want, but the answer is that simple. You just have to stay by. Look at it. Look at it. Nothing to do with whatever in the market anymore. It doesn't care whether it's the 25 basis point. It doesn't matter because the boys already know what to do. In the morning, they already know what to do. That's why look at the KSI, all the way green. Traditional indicator will bring you sell because it's overbought situation, but not our indicator. All right. So for 1688, okay, without discount, you will get to hear me in person coaching you. Now we will do it in a hotel. Unless the number is very small, then of course we do it in the office. Office, I can have 9 people, but I expect my student to come back for revision. So likely be hotel. It will be on the 31st of July. 31st July, Saturday. So I give you more than enough time to go and plan your calendar already. But of course, you can come in first, pay the fee, and learn it yourself because our e-learning portal is already available. All right, it's already available. And you can start to use the technical charts already. And of course, you can also listen to my morning MAO every morning, like how that guy make the 300,000 on DEX alone, or from the guy who made 29,000 from Hang Seng alone. You think about this. So I will be doing this like that. You'll be coming to the hotel. You sit down here. I will teach you and share with you for 9 hours straight. Okay, 1 hour break, of course. And of course, you have so many students available to give me all the testimony. Just ignore the header. I have no time to do this. All right, look at the number of students giving me testimonials. You know that, guys, you don't need to worry. No one writes so long for a trainer. You look at the way someone write for me. Look at it. Oh my God. Okay, very familiar name. Okay, all right. And of course, these are the markets that you will have. That means you will have access to all these markets. So whichever markets you prefer, these are the ones that you can tap on. Choose 6 of them. Okay. Choose 3 of them. 4 of them. Sorry. Choose 4. Sorry. Choose 4. Okay. I must change this first. Later error. Wait. 4. Okay. Choose 4 for 3 months. Okay. You can get to use any of them. Now, silver will be available from 15th of July already. Silver will be available for 15th of July. Okay, how do I identify pivot 1? It will be in the system. The system will automatically create for you. You will just see for yourself. Every morning by 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., the pivot will come out already. You just have to follow the rules. Very simple. Now, above pivot 1, you buy. Below pivot 2, you sell. Okay? And very soon, Hong Kong shares will be available. And of course, as I told you guys, if things get better a little bit, in about 6 months' times, we may see Singapore shares already. Wow, that one, I cannot wait for it. Okay? Now, you can learn it on your own. I told you guys, learn it on your own through this e-learning portal that you can get access to it. So let me just show you live right now. How can you get access to this? Okay, you can hear this.
This is the graph I'm looking at live right now, and I'm going to just, because if I don't see, if this is, you actually entered here, right, at the opening pretty high, so it did go up pretty high, but I would reckon that, you know, you take the listing price 1876, you'll probably enter at 187.
So you can see that, right? This is from my good buddy Winston who did it for me. But you can see that you can learn it on your own. So if you learn it on your own, it's much faster. So that you wait for me on the 31st of July, I will do a very thorough sharing with you, and you will learn it even better. So you can learn it on your own first, because we have more than 140 students. They are learning on their own, and they are already making money. Okay, they are making money, FYI. So this is given to you, the access. Okay, given to you access for free once you have made the course fee. Okay. And of course, you will be able to enter to all my Telegram group, all right, all the main groups, from global market to gold to Forex to US stocks to, of course, our main group, anything under the sun. We talk about everything under the sun, okay? Think about this. This is what you get. And of course, look at even more testimonials given to me. Look at it. If basically you ask me whether the system good or bad itself, right? All this testimony is enough to tell you about us. Just that we don't really market ourselves that often as compared to other trainers doesn't mean that we are actually lousier than them. Okay, all right. So you can compare now with more videos. There are don't mind videos doing this. And of course, we have people even coming on board and giving us the video testimony, okay? So basically, you have heard me loud and clear. I already given you my projection of the market. I'm telling you something big is going to happen, and I'm giving you this chance to join us for a very, very affordable fee at 1588. I can guarantee you this. Within 2 months, you can easily make your course fee, because this is what we've been seeing as an average. Most students recover back their course fee within 1 to 2 months' time. But of course, that is they religiously follow the system. If they basically go with something different, then I can't help it. All right. So contact Susan at 88685030, key TWB, and you will get at 1588 this price. That is 1 p.m. Error here at 1 p.m. All right. Don't forget again, you have to pay her first for us to add you on, because on Monday, I'll tell you something that spooked me when I was doing this presentation this morning. All right. All right. So that is almost to the end of today's sharing session. We're coming to the last part now. Okay. We are going to do the lucky draw. Okay. So just now, I already see Karen Sim. Are you still here, Karen? If you're here, I'll put you in. If you're not here, then no more. All right. So are you still here, Karen? Ah, wow, big yes. Okay. All right. So Karen, since you're not here, I'm going to put your name in. Karen Sim, very fair one. Okay, here you listen. Okay, guys. Okay, we're going to do the spin now. 3 people will walk off with 8.8 ADA coin. All right, sponsored by TWB team. And also you get a $200 discount if you actually come in, of course. All right, if it's a student who receive it, then of course, I mean, if you are the lucky winner student of mine, then you can pass it on to someone else, but the person must come in before I start my class on the 31st of July, okay? Got the idea? So very simple, our system really, really works. And it's all about you now, whether do you want to join us, okay? Let's go, first one. Yay! Need to return the web.
You need to press return, not Karen's SIM name won't go in.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it? My bad. Okay. Then to be fair, I'll give you extra one. May Tan, I'll give it to you, even though there's an error there. Okay, May Tan, you will get it. May Tan, are you here? Okay, press return. Okay, return. Hey, but my entry increased. Is Karen your name there? Once I press return, okay, I'll refresh it. Just to be fair to Karen. 21, same. Okay, so May Tan, we are first person. Are you here, May Tan? May Tan, not here. Oh, don't have. Oh, don't have. Whoever win must key, I'm the winner. So if you don't have, right? May Tan not here, so skip. So May Tan don't have. Don't have. So we move on. Next person. Let's go. Who will be the first winner? Are you here? First winner. John Chong? Is it John Chong? John Chong is our student, right? John Chong, are you here? Michael Ang? Yay, John Chong. Okay, you are here. You're the winner, right? I'm the winner. Must keep, I'm the winner. Then I will give it to you. Okay, first winner, John Chong. Okay, next one. Let's go. Congratulations, John. Well, I see our students see immediately we congratulate you. See, that is how our thing is. Next person we have is Chan Jun Jie Marvin. Are you here, Marvin? Are you here? If you're here, key, I am the winner. All right, are you here, Marvin? I give you 30 seconds to respond. If not, then don't have. You know, like this, every Saturday, they will call your home and say, are you there? If not there, they move on, right? So are you here, Marvin? 30 seconds, left 10 seconds. I am the winner. Marvin not around? Oh, not around? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't have. So don't have. Don't have, Remove. Okay, next one. Let's go. 30 seconds time, you have to be around. Then you get the prize. It's not fair, right? No point, right? If some people here come just get the prize, then pointless. Okay, Gauri, daughter of Pandian, are you here? Are you here? All right, I think it's also our friend. Is it? Are you here? Okay, 30 seconds. Start now. Through. Going once. See, I think we have how many people here now? We have 116 people, but still people not around. Okay, then no choice, huh? Oh, still don't have. Gauri not here. Okay lah. I am the winner, not there. Why, Dave? Naughty. Okay, continue. No choice. All right. If you are really hungry and go, I can't stop you. But you guys know that this is how it goes. Okay. Amit, is it? Amit, are you here? Are you here, Amit? All right. Apparently, those people we all call are not here. I get the name wrongly. All here, right? Okay. Still no one responded. Amit. Oh, so Chun, all those come here and all not around. Okay. Right. So we still only got one. And now only John Chong. So Amit is still not here. Okay. I'm going to just continue. Amit, here? Not here? Okay. Remove. So 2 more to go. Okay, I'm so sorry, but they're not around. Just like Saturday, not around. Okay, on and only. Okay, next one. We have Ham Lui. Yes, Ham Lui. You are here? Okay, Ham Lui, are you here? I think I just saw you just now earlier, but I don't know if you're here now or not. So to be fair, same thing again. You are not here, we cannot give you the prize. So are you here? The next 30 seconds. Wow, very long answer. Yes, I am the winner. Yay, very good. Last one. Okay, let's end this off. Who will be the winner? The last person is Ong Wei Xiong. Are you here? Ong Wei Xiong, are you here? Are you here? Ong Wei Xiong? Are you here? If you yes, please key the word. Key I'm the winner. I would love to see you now. All right, we have John Chong, we have Ham Lui, and we have Mr. Ong Wei Xiong around. Oh, seems they're not around, huh? Normally, if you're around, we'll respond already. Okay, all right, seemingly still not there. We have, this was 140 people around. Now we have 110. So Chun. Oh, okay, yes, he's here, Mr. Ong. Okay, yay, well done. All right, guys, that will be all for today. I have come to the end of today's presentation. I think that you are going to be very clear. You know what it means, what I'm sharing with you. It will be a thing that you say all Black Swan will definitely have something coming in. And usually the pattern will always be the same. Every time the pattern will always be the same. So you just need to remember to use the TWB system chart and also get yourself ready, because once it comes itself, right, it will be really catastrophic. All right. So all of you, thank you once again for those who are staying online with me, those my students who support me all the way. I really appreciate that. All right, those who are Go Challenge, don't forget tomorrow we have our briefing number 2, because if this is going to happen, Go will be very impressive. Okay. All right. Thank you once again. I thank you all. Have a great Saturday evening, day itself. Enjoy your weekend with your lovely family. And I will see you guys again on MAO on coming Monday. This is Kel signing off. Bye-bye. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, those contact Susan, huh? Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, all of you. Thank you. Yes, thank you, JL, Alyssa, Emily. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you so much. Bye, Phil. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.